Welcome, everybody. If you would take your seats. Thank you. My name is, actually, I'm going to take this off. My name is Bethany Nolgren, and I am the Associate Vice President of Student Affairs and the Dean of Students, and it is my honor and pleasure to see so many amazing faces in one space together after the whirlwind year that we've had, right? So thank you for coming, and we're thrilled to be joining you this evening in this fabulous celebration. Uniquely this year, we have joined the undergraduate awards with the senior awards. And so the seniors here in the room don't actually know who are getting awards. So this is kind of the exciting part of the night. Also, the seniors can take a little bit of a trip down memory lane and think about years past when they may have participated or their friends might have gotten awards. Those of you that are undergraduates that are getting awards, congratulations. You also now have something to look forward to in your senior year. So tonight, when we say your name, if we say your name, come on up to this left side of the stage, and you can come up the stairs, and President Botstein will give you the award. You can then exit the left side. It's just shorter for us, so if you would do it that way, that would be great. Also, at the end of the ceremony, we've actually produced a really wonderful program, which we didn't give you when you walked in, because it has the names of all the award winners, and we didn't want to spoil the surprise. So, as you walk out at the tables where you checked in, get one of these beautiful programs that were made so that you have a wonderful memory of the evening. So, it's my honor and pleasure to introduce President Leon Botstein, and welcome to the show. Thank you.
So I want to welcome every one of you here, and I want to thank you for coming. I want to introduce the platform party here. You probably know everyone, but everyone masked is slightly anonymous. And so you know Bethany, students. Jane Bryan from the class of '89, who directs the alumni affairs at Bard. And the other graduate who's on the platform, Demaine Williams from the class of '95, who's vice president for student affairs. And there's Deirdre Dalbert, the dean of the college. And David Shine, who's Dean of Studies. So this is a little bit of a throwback. Once upon a time, the seniors, how many of you are graduating seniors? So in a non-COVID world, there is a senior dinner, and that senior dinner, and actually we serve alcohol, is that not true? Yeah. The senior dinner. And it's an affair where people speak, as you will hear today, and then the awards are given to seniors. And that's separate from the awards that are given to students who are in their first, second, or third years. And we used to not have the senior dinner and the awards separate. So at some point, I know at some point in the past, we separated them. So this is the first time in a long time that the graduating class and the rest of the classes together are at an awards dinner, or it's no dinner, sorry, an awards ceremony. And so it's in a way nice to see everybody together. I want to say also that the awards at Bard are an unusual thing. They have grown in number over the years. I'll say a few words about not all of them, but many of them to give you an idea that in the hour or so that it takes to give out the awards, you'll have a kind of random travel back into the history of the college. People are remembered who often are not remembered. And the range of these awards is really dependent on the generosity and the commitment to the college of generations of people who've graduated, that's the alumni, sometimes former faculty members, sometimes the families of those former faculty members, and friends of the college. And they're designed to pass from one generation to another a sense of excellence, a sense of idealism, a sense of commitment to what the college does. And so it's a walk down memory lane, and those of you who receive the awards are really to be congratulated. And these awards are given in the spirit of enthusiasm, not only by your own fellow students, but by the faculty, by the staff of the college, and by the alumni of the college. And the awards will be read and given out by my colleagues on the stage here. And I want to congratulate each and every one of you. I also want to apologize. It's nice to apologize for something one isn't entirely responsible for, but you have performed magnificently under very, very difficult circumstances for everyone. I and all of us who live and work here are unbelievably proud of this graduating class. You know, we have to say to every graduating class that you're special. That's a requirement. And it is not the case that it isn't true. It is always true. But it's sometimes more true than others. This time it's truly more true. Running a pandemic with in-class teaching, with many, if not most of you, living on campus, could have been a disaster. You don't have to really follow the news or social media to realize that the public, particularly, considered campuses to be dangerous. Society always thinks campuses are dangerous. It's a long history of that. But in this particular case, it was considered dangerous because somehow people who are older than you are believe wrongly that you're not going to behave as well. What they really are saying is they remember how poorly they behaved when they were your age. It's a strange way of pointing the finger at a younger generation, which is really about the sense of an inadequacy that an older generation possesses. The behavior of this graduating class, of the entire college, during this past year has been nothing short of exemplary. And my admiration and my gratitude is boundless for what you have done. We had very, very, very few positive cases. Yeah, there were this incident, there was this incident, there was that incident, but people really adhered to the protocols, understood the science and the necessity of the protocols. And one thing we've learned here from what you have done and what we've tried to do is that there is no replacement for human contact, for the embrace, for the face without a mask, for the absence of social distancing, for the social fact of a community, both politically, intellectually, and artistically. The virtual screen is an instrument of distancing, fragmentation, alienation, and the failure to really make contact. People say, every pundit tells you that we're in a polarized society. That polarization will never be unwound through a medium that is electronic and that is as impersonal and as difficult as what we've had to live through. That you have achieved as well as you have and survived intact is once again a tribute to each and every one of you and all of your fellow students. So the news I have for the graduating class, which is not all here, but you can spread it, is that we are going to actually not only invite you in 2022 to attend so-called the normal commencement, because the commencement this weekend will be slightly different. Baccalaureate will be held here, and the commencement also, but we have no guests. The reason we have no guests is because we live in the state of New York, and the state of New York has rightly set the rules. There are a couple of institutions with football stadiums, and they may have an in-person commencement with social distancing, and we don't have a football stadium. And the fact is that the amount of vaccination or testing protocols that are required to have guests to such an event at the present time are very onerous and very discriminatory, and therefore it's really not fair and not practical. So this will be done on a video basis, and people will watch. It'll be in person. The faculty will be here. Trustees will be here. There'll be speeches, the usual pomp and circumstance of a commencement. Very different from last year. But it's not totally complete. So what we're going to do is invite those of you and those members of the senior class who want to attend 2022. But in addition, we've contacted the leadership of this class of 2021, and we're going to set aside a weekend next June in which the class of 2021 will be invited to live on campus for free, to have a barbecue, a tent party, and a celebration for that weekend, all for itself. So we're going to do that either on the 5th or the 22nd of June. That'll be worked out, and you'll be invited, and I hope you all come, and we'll all be here, but a time in June for all of the eating, dancing, and communal celebrations that are associated with commencement. So that's going to be, I think, a nice event. And the other thing is that I think there's now the alumni office has worked out some kind of family video for all the seniors so that there can be online a kind of tribute to you from your parents. One of the things about commencement is that families have a time to celebrate with you, and we've worked out some kind of video, which I'm not sure exactly how it works, but some kind of video presentation from your families back to you, as much as you have done one for you, which will be seen by families. So I think the first order of business is actually the presentation of the senior prizes and the awards. And I will, who's first? David, good. So the drill is that, David, you'll read the name and the award. No, you'll read the name and you'll read the award. Jane, you'll read the award recipient, and the person will come up and we'll hand them the award. I will say, as I said, a few words about those awards that have particular meaning, or in several cases they're new awards, and to give you an idea of the sort of tradition in which you are taking your place. So let me congratulate you all and thank you all for coming, and again express my gratitude and pride. David.
Good evening, everybody. As Leon said, I'm Jane Bryan. I'm the Director of Alumni Affairs. I'm from the class of 1989, and I am very excited to welcome all of you to the Alumni Association and let you know that you are with BARD forever. You will always be part of BARD, and we're always here for you. So it gives me great pleasure to read the names of these awards and to see the people who are going to get them. Okay. Andrew J. Bernstein Prize, given in recognition of the originality and quality of a senior project in psychology.
The Bernstein Prize winner this year is Hadley Parham.
The
I
Bard
can't,
Biology.
before going,
sorry.
Jane, so I can't actually shake your hand because that's not part of what's acceptable. But Andrew J. Bernstein was the class of '68. He died. His parents created this award, and his siblings are actually continuing the award. So we've given this award now for over 30 years, and so it's an honor and pleasure to be able to give it.
The Bard Biology Prize, given annually to a graduating senior in biology who's demonstrated curiosity, perseverance, resilience, and achievement through engagement and discipline within the world.
The Bard Biology Prize winner is Ashley Nikolic.
The Mark Block Prize, given to a student completing the best senior project in history.
That doesn't mean the best senior project in history. It's the best senior project. It's the best senior project in the field of history. Marc Bloch was a great French historian who was killed during the Second World War, one of the greatest historians of the 20th century, and author of a classic work, two-volume work on feudal society.
The student who wrote the best senior project in history is Talia Robinson Dancy.
The Franz, Boaz, and Ruth Benedict Prize, given in recognition of achievement demonstrated by a senior project in anthropology.
The Boaz Benedict Prize winner is Ariella Katzman Jacobson.
This prize is also established in the name of two very historic figures in anthropology. It was set up by two retired members of the faculty, Diana Brown and Mario Bick, in the field of anthropology.
The Rachel Carson Prize honors senior projects in environmental and urban studies that reflect Carson's determination to promote biocentric sensibility.
There are two Carson Prize winners this year. The first is Olive Chen. And the second is Will Santoro.
Not everyone picks up the prize they're given, but that has been the case in the entire history of every college and university in the country.
The Bard Conservatory Prize. The Bard Conservatory Prize is presented to the graduating conservatory undergraduate who, in the opinion of the faculty, best embodies the values of the conservatory.
Our Conservatory Prize winner is Helen Wu.
The Maya Deren Prize, awarded to a film major for excellence in and commitment to cinema.
Our Maya Deren Prize winner is Nick Villarosa. Thank you.
The Alice P. Doyle Prize in Environmental Studies, given to a student whose senior project illuminates the social dimensions of environmental issues.
The Doyle Prize winner is Julia Gloninger.
The Jacob Druckman Memorial Prize recognizes excellence and innovation in music composition.
Our Druckman Prize this year goes to Eli Weinstein.
This prize, the Jacob Druckman Prize, is in honor of a very distinguished American composer who taught here in the 1960s. He's one of the teachers of the Steely Dan band members and fantastic composer. And Ingrid Spatt, who was from class 69, who was the president of the Alumni Association, who died in 2018, funded this prize as she studied with him in the 1960s.
The Lyford P. Edwards Memorial Prize, awarded to students demonstrating excellence in the social sciences.
Our Edwards Prize winner is Danny Mingo.
I've asked Danny to stay put because the next prize goes to Danny as well. So Lyford P. Edwards was one of the most distinguished members of this faculty between the two world wars. He was an Episcopal priest and a pioneering sociologist, and he was a legendary figure for generations of students here until the 1940s. So a very distinguished personage, and now the next prize.
The Equity and Inclusion Achievement Prize, awarded to graduating BOP seniors who exemplify the spirit of the program through academic achievement and personal growth.
It's Danny Mingo.
The Elizabeth Frank and Andrew D. Frank from the class of 1968 Senior Project Prize in Music Composition, created by Bard Literature Professor Elizabeth Frank in honor of her brother, the composer Andrew D. Frank from the class of 68. Andrew studied composition at Bard with Jacob Druckman and Ailey Yarden, and some 40 years after graduating, happened to mention to Elizabeth one Sunday afternoon that he was revising his senior project just for the sheer fun of it.
Our winner is Patrick Staples.
So many of you know Professor Frank, who came to teach here, I think, in the 1990s. And her brother, Andrew Frank, a very fine composer and teacher of music, went to Bard in '68. So she decided to create this prize in music composition in her brother's honor.
The Antonio Gramsci Prize, awarded for demonstrated excellence in political studies, political economy, and the policy implications of academic analysis.
The Antonio Gramsci Prize goes to Maeve McKegg.
The Jerome Hill Award, an award given in memory of Jerome Hill to a senior with an excellent senior project and exceptional service to the film and electronic arts program.
The Hill Award winner this year is Gonfira Shannabrook.
The Peter Hutton Award, in honor of Peter Hutton, a renowned filmmaker, professor, and beloved colleague, an award given to a junior or senior film major in recognition of exceptional skill, artistry, and commitment to the art of filmmaking.
The Hutton Award winner is Lindsay Shaw.
The Peter Hutton Award is in memory of Peter Hutton, who built the film program really for over almost 25 years, and a wonderful abstract filmmaker, taught generations of filmmakers. I think one of his first students is the documentary filmmaker Ken Burns. He was a wonderful teacher, a wonderful colleague, and he died about 4 years ago, and it was a very great loss for the college. And he lived for a long time on campus, and so it's an honor to be able to remember him.
The Alexander Hershon Klebanoff from the class of '05 Award for Outstanding Achievement in Art History, awarded to students who demonstrate a commitment to art and artists, who show a diversified understanding of art history, and whose senior projects demonstrate extensive scholarship and daring originality.
We have two winners of this award. The first is Tatiana Alfaro. And the second is Vita Sharon Jones.
The William E. Lensing Prize in Philosophy, awarded for excellence in the field.
We have two Lensing Prize winners also. The first is Anna DeRosa. And the second is Nico Mbe.
Bill Lensing was a professor of philosophy here for decades, and he was a very distinctive and original figure, and one of the first real faculty members who was an outdoorsman. And he was a person who understood somehow the nature between thought and the external world.
The William J. Lockwood Prize, awarded to the senior who's contributed the most to the general welfare of the college.
The Lockwood Prize winner for contribution to the general welfare of the college is Duhita Das.
These Lockwood Prizes, there are a whole group of them, are among the oldest in the college's history. So they've been given away in annual ceremonies like this for approximately 140 years. So they are the one or two that are equally old as these Lockwood Prizes.
The William J. Lockwood Prize, a prize to a senior who's contributed the most to the intellectual life of the college.
The Lockwood Prize winner is Adrian Costa.
The Wilton Moore Lockwood Prize in Creative Writing, awarded to a student who submitted a particularly distinguished creative writing in coursework.
The Lockwood Prize for Creative Writing goes to Emily Rose Folan.
The Wilton Moore Lockwood Prize in Critical Writing, awarded to a student who submitted particularly distinguished critical writing in coursework.
The Lockwood Prize for Critical Writing goes to Vivica Laurie.
The Elizabeth Murray and Sol LeWitt Studio Arts Award, awarded to two seniors whose work exemplifies dedication, commitment, and integrity.
There are, I'm getting excited. This is a very exciting one. There are two winners. The first one is Thea McRae. And the second is Celia Nicholson.
The Adolphus Mekas Award, given for exceptional script writing.
The Mekas Award winner is Stella Siganti.
So the Elizabeth Murray and Sol LeWitt Award, which was just given out, is in honor of Elizabeth Murray, a very distinguished American painter who taught at Bard, and Sol LeWitt, the also great painter and sculptor who had a child who went to Bard. And the Adolphus Mekas Prize goes to a very memorable and eccentric Lithuanian filmmaker and film critic. And if you go into the cemetery and you wander around the cemetery, you'll find a gravestone that has a reel. Have you ever seen it with a reel? And that's the gravestone of Adolphus Mekas. And without him, there wouldn't be a film program at Bard.
The Edmund S. Morgan Prize, awarded to the student who's written the best senior project in American Studies.
The best senior project in American Studies this year was written by Claire Lampson.
The Don Parker Prize for Dance, awarded to seniors in the dance program who've shown the most development and progress as performers at Bard.
The Parker Prize for Dance winner this year is Arlo Tomacek.
The, the Don Parker Prize for Theatre and Performance, awarded to seniors in the theatre program who've shown the most development and progress as performers at Bard.
We have 2 Parker Prize winners in theater and performance. The first is Anya Petkovic. And the second is Tatiana Rosetta.
The Sidney Peterson Award for Excellence in Filmmaking.
The Peterson Award winner this year is Luke Hoxema.
The President's Prize, given to a graduating senior with a strong academic record across the disciplines who'd been judged by the faculty to have demonstrated intellectual ambition, creativity, and integrity.
The President's Prize this year goes to Reedy Behel.
The Seymour Richmond Music Prize for Excellence in Brass, given to an outstanding senior in the Bard College Conservatory of Music, brass instrument players whose performances have embodied creativity, originality, and dedication.
We have 2 outstanding brass players this year. The first is Evan Petratos. And the second is Leary Ronan.
This prize was established by parents, Erwin and Susan Richmond, who have been longtime supporters of the college.
The Studio Arts Award, given to seniors whose work exemplifies dedication, commitment, and integrity.
There are 2 winners of the Studio Arts Award. The first is Moshe Olugunjo. And the second is Timothy Worley.
The M. Susan Richmond Prize, given to a senior who exhibits the most mathematical creativity.
The M. Susan Richmond Prize winner is Tobias Timofev.
The Margaret Creel Schaefer Prize for Performance, awarded by the Hudson Valley Chamber Music Circle to outstanding music majors who have excelled as performers.
There are 2 Creel Schaefer Prize winners. The first is Isabella Argondiza. And the second is Narain Darakananda.
person for whom this prize is given, the Margaret Creel Schaefer Prize. Margaret Creel was a writer, a Canadian, and also a musician. And she and her husband, Fritz Schaefer, he was an alumnus of Bard and the chaplain here at the college and professor of religion. They lived on campus, that funny-looking house when you drive to south on Annandale Road. You'll see a square house where the written arts faculty is now. That was their home. They built it on the Sawkill. She is immortalized in two novels. One is The Groves of Academe by Mary McCarthy, and the other called The Oasis. A remarkable figure, a real gathering place of people in all fields who taught and worked at Bard, and a memorable figure of this community.
The Idalia Gonzalez Stokas Memorial Prize, awarded to a senior who exemplifies the spirit of Bard and who, having overcome challenges during his or her studies, has demonstrated academic excellence.
The Stokas Memorial Prize winner is Divelis Hernandez Mustafa.
The Lindsay Wotton III Memorial Research Prize in Russian and Eurasian Studies, awarded to a student whose senior project demonstrates excellence in the field of Russian and Eurasian Studies.
The Watson Prize winner is Noah Wirtz.
Lindsay Wotton was a young faculty member who died here while during the semester, and his father established this prize, and he died, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, and it was a shock, and the faculty organized this prize, and the family decided to support it, and he was one of the people who allowed our Russian and Eurasian Studies program to flourish.
The William Weaver Prize in Music and Languages, awarded to a senior conservatory student whose work is in the spirit of William Weaver.
The Weaver Prize winner is Helen Wu.
William Weaver was a remarkable man. He taught here until his death, lived on campus. He was a great translator. He translated Italo Calvino, and he also was a writer in his own right, and one of the leading experts in the history of Italian opera.
The Written Arts Prize, awarded for an outstanding creative senior project.
The Written Arts Prize this year goes to Hakima Arebo. At that point, I'm going to invite Jane and the president to sit down. There are many more awards to come, including more awards for seniors, I promise. Don't go anywhere. You might still win one. But right now we're going to take a break, and I'm going to invite our Block Prize winner and the senior class speaker, Talia Robinson-Dancy, to come up and say a few words.
Hello. Okay, feel like I should introduce myself like in the typical college format. Hi, my name's Talea. I use they, she pronouns, and if I could be any animal, I'd be an elephant. Yeah. So they say college is the time when you find yourself and you find out who you are, what you want to do, who you want to be. Now, I won't say I'm 100% sure of who I am and what I want to do, but I would definitely say Bard helped me embrace the parts of myself that I denied for so long. If you would have told me 4 years ago, the very closeted, the very straight cis Talea, that I would be openly pan, gender fluid, and would use they and she pronouns, I might have asked you what you were smoking and where I could get some, because you clearly were not here on planet Earth with us. No, I'm kidding, drugs are bad. But, but no, seriously, me and my Christian household in Ohio, absolutely not. But here we are, way off the original plot of the story. Bard also gave me a lot of firsts. My first time experiencing a mosh pit, did not enjoy it. My first time being drunk, I called my mom from a bathroom stall and I was like, oh my God, Mom, what if I never get sober? And my first time experiencing real and healthy friendships. You could say all here. But now for more serious things. Trigger warning. Bard was the first time I was called a nigger. It was also the place I had my first panic attack. And it was also the first time that I really doubted myself and who I was and how I was going to get through the next 4 years, because I didn't think I could measure up to the standards of a predominantly white institution. But now here I am. Woo! Woo! I'm graduating, and I love myself, and I'm openly loved by everyone. Well, to those in my circle. I'm speaking to the senior class and winning Best Senior Project in Historical Studies. I'm the first person in my family to graduate from a 4-year private institution. And I know many of us in the crowd knows what it feels like to be the first person in our family to do something. And it can be a lot of pressure to keep going, to achieve something great, whatever that means. And I want to say, whether you stop here or you keep going, that's enough. Graduating from college in the middle of a pandemic is not a small thing, and I think we all deserve some time and grace to recover from the trials and tribulations of Zoom University and all the things that 2020 and 2021 will put us through and will keep putting us through. So to my senior here, hopefully we don't have to hear anymore. Am I muted? Can you see me on the screen? Can you guys see this? Or my personal favorite, guys, can you please turn your camera on? It's weird teaching to a black screen. Y'all know we was not turning them cameras on. But give yourselves a round of applause, because we did it. And if you're an undergrad in the room, well, good luck, Charlie.
So we have the pleasure of giving out the college-wide awards. The first one is the Alumni Scholar, demonstrates excellence in scholarship and citizenship.
The Alumni Scholar Award goes to Alex Dabla.
The Association of Episcopal Colleges Charitable Service Scholar goes to a student who is engaged in volunteer service in the campus community and beyond.
The Association of Episcopal Colleges Award goes to Megumi Kivupa.
The BBL Construction Services Scholar goes to a student of superior academic achievement.
The BBL Construction Services Scholar is Manny Williams.
The Harry J. Carman Scholar goes to a student who demonstrates general academic excellence.
This year's Harry J. Corman Scholar is Joel Poe.
Harry J. Carman was the last person to run Bard College while it was part of Columbia University. Bard was part of Columbia from 1928 to the mid-1940s.
The Class of 1965 Scholar goes to a student who has excelled in the life of the work of the college.
The Class of 65 Scholar is Felicia Flores.
The Class of 1968 Scholar is given to a student committed to social activism and community service.
The Class of 1968 Scholar is Yasir Abdul Fattah.
The Class of 1969 Award is given to students who demonstrate a commitment to justice, peace, and social equity through scholarly pursuits, community involvement, and personal example.
There are two 1969 awards winners this year. The first is Kevius Avery. And the second is Angelico Marino Mong.
The Class of 2010 Scholar is given to a rising senior who shows commitment to the social and academic community of Bard.
The Class of 2010 Scholar is Victoria Amenzqua.
The Muriel DeGray Scholar is given to a student with a record of distinguished scholarship and service to the community.
This year's Muriel DeGray Scholar is Malin Colindres.
The Berta and Harold Drescher Scholar is given to a student of high moral and intellectual stature.
This year's Drescher Scholar is Olivia Couture.
The Ralph Ellison Scholar is given to a student who has contributed significantly to the Bard College community's understanding of difference and its efforts to end discrimination.
This year's Ralph Ellison Scholar is Maya Frieden.
The Elsie and Otto Fairber Scholar is given to an individual with a passion for exploration and a willingness to perform community public service.
The Fervor Scholar is Anna Schupak.
The Louisa E. Fish, class of 59 Bronx Scholar, given to, quote, a girl from the Bronx.
This year's Bronx Scholar is Valentina Flores Mayen.
The Seth Goldfein Memorial Scholar is given to an outstanding leader in academic work and athletics.
The Goldfein Memorial Scholar is Felicia Flores.
The Philip H. Gordon Family Moral Leadership Scholar is given to a student who has demonstrated moral leadership by actively opposing prejudice, discrimination, and violence.
The Gordon Family Memorial Leadership Scholar is Alejandra Rodriguez Ortiz.
The Richard D. and Nancy M. Griffiths Scholar is a student who has shown deep appreciation for the Bard campus and an interest in environmental matters.
The Griffith Scholar is Olivia Tenser.
The Walter B. James Fund New York Community Trust Scholar goes to a qualified and deserving student.
The Walter B. James Fund New York Community Trust Scholar is Jeremiah Brea de los Angeles.
The Reamer Klein Award is given to students who best perpetuate the high ideals, devotion, and energetic involvement in the life and work of the college, exemplified by Dr. Klein during his 14 years as president at Bard.
The Reamer Klein Award goes to Jamie Holzel.
The Robert Koblitz Human Rights Award is awarded to members of the Bard community whose work demonstrates an understanding of and commitment to democracy.
The Robert Koblitz Human Rights Award goes to Elections at Bard, represented by Erin Kanan, Jonathan Becker, Kathy Gawada, Sadia Saba, and Sarah DeVere.
The Eugene M. Lang Scholar goes to a student of promise.
The Eugene M. Lang Scholar is Taj Frazier.
The Lenore Latimer Scholar goes to a student who demonstrates dedication and determination in pursuit of a life passion.
The Lenore Latimer Scholar is Lily Marshall.
The Murray Leibowitz Eastern European Scholar goes to an Eastern European immigrant or the child of an Eastern European immigrant.
The Leibowitz Eastern Memorial European Scholar goes this year is Alexander Vitanov.
The Amy McAvoy Prize for Public Service is given to a rising junior or senior student who exemplifies a commitment to public service and the life of the college and aspires to a superb command of language.
The Amy McAvoy Prize for Public Service goes to Nashwa Jamal.
The Catherine Lynn Mester Memorial Scholar in the Humanities, a student who demonstrates generosity, kindness, and love of learning.
The Mester Memorial Scholar in Humanities is Haba Zaman.
The Sally K. McMurray and Raymond D. McMurray Class of 1948 Scholar, is awarded to a student who is studying abroad.
The McMurray 48 Scholar is Ash Hutchinson.
The Marie McWilliams and Francis X. McWilliams Class of 1944 Scholar is given to a student who appreciates his or her Bard education.
The McWilliams 44 Scholar is Lance Sum.
The Shelley Morgan Award is awarded for leadership, compassion, commitment, and dedication to the Bard community.
This year's Shelley Morgan Award goes to Malia Dumont.
I think she got an award when she was an undergraduate. Is that not right? Good. Yeah.
The Charles and June Patrick Scholars are given to juniors who have contributed to the general welfare of the college through participation in the athletic program.
The Charlie Patrick Scholarship is from the first athletic coach in the history of Bard. He smoked. And I think he coached every single sport. There weren't many. And it was immortalized, I think, in some comic routines by Chevy Chase. He was a terrific man, and he and June lived here on campus, and he actually got the athletic program at the college started.
The Patrick Scholars, there are two this year. First is Justin Fume. And also Christina Kaiser.
The Eileen Resnick Class of 87 and Daniel Weiss Class of 87 Scholars are given to two talented and deserving students.
The first Resnick Weiss Scholar is Rashida Graham. And the second scholar is Amber Rosario.
The Siebens Lindholm Scholar is given to a talented and deserving student.
This year's Stevens Lindholm Scholar is Thomas Harris.
The Seraphic Doctor Scholar is given to a student who shows a commitment to faith in God and to simplicity of lifestyle as exemplified by St. Francis.
This year's winner is Isabel Desroches.
The Linda and Stuart Resnick Scholar is given to a student from either California or Pennsylvania who demonstrates academic promise.
This year's Resnick Scholar is Nandi Woodfork Bay.
The Joan A. Schaefer Class of 75 Scholar is given to a deserving student.
This year's Schaefer 75 Scholar is Eddie Beth Mencia Roy.
The Murray G. and Beatrice H. Sherman Scholar is given to an excellent and deserving student.
This year's Sherman Scholar is Kaylani De La Cruz. Kaylani De La Cruz.
The Mary and Richard Sugat Scholar is given to a student who has distinguished him or herself in the academic life of the college and leadership of the student body.
This year's Sugat Scholar is Liam Gomez.
The Christina R. Tarsell Athletic Award is given to a student who exemplifies the spirit of sportsmanship and service to the athletic program.
The Tarsell Athletic Award goes to Katie Exposito.
The Christina R. Tarsell Service Award is given to a student who enriches the community through humanitarian service and bridge building.
Tarsell Service Award goes to Tatiana Alfaro.
The I. Brewster Terry III Memorial Scholar is given to a student who has done distinguished work in the classroom and the college community.
The Terry Memorial Scholar is Andrew Roberge.
The William E. Thorne Scholar is given to a student who intends to enter the ministry.
This year's Thorne Scholar is Matthew Alvarado.
And the last college-wide award of the evening is the Patricia Ross Weiss Class of 1952 Scholars. These are given to 2 students who have excelled in the social sciences and who uphold Bard's values by ensuring a strong community.
The first Weiss Scholar is Cleveland Lovett. And the second is Stacey Mbemba. So each year, the graduating class selects a speaker from the faculty to represent the faculty at this event. This year, this class has chosen Miles Rodriguez, professor of history, and he will be joining us with some remarks remotely.
Hi, my name is Miles Rodriguez. For those of you who may not know me, I'm a professor of historical studies, Latin American and Iberian studies, global and international studies, and human rights. I teach primarily on Latin America and its history, migration to the United States, and people of Latin American descent in the US. First, I would like to thank the Senior Class Council for inviting me to speak as a member of the faculty for this ceremony, to honor the achievements of the seniors and undergraduate students of other years who have won awards. Secondly, please allow me to apologize for not being there to honor you in person and to thank those of you who made it possible for me to present remotely. All I want to do today is honor you and your achievements. First, most obvious and easy thing to say is what you know, that Bard is hard. Making it through things like first year seminar, moderation, and senior project, all while discovering, changing, or confirming what you are interested in, figuring out what you want to study and create, who you are and who you want to be, are all difficult challenges under any circumstances. But these last 4 years, and this last year in particular, have not been just any circumstances. You have to admit that you're able to strive, survive, and thrive just to be able to make it here, right across the finish line under extremely adverse conditions. That is a true merit, to have done so in conditions that no other graduating class or undergraduate class has had to confront. A global pandemic that began before this school year. Fortunately, we are now able to begin to gather and congregate again. I'm here to recognize and respect the extreme challenges to your family, personal, home, and school lives, and how you have found inventive ways to manage despite it all. The transition to fully remote education last spring, and the transition to all forms of learning, in person and remote, this school year, while trying to maintain some form of continuity in your education, has been a true struggle, probably for all, maybe for you, and definitely for me. Teaching and learning with a mask on in socially distanced classrooms, while simultaneously teaching or learning remotely from your dorm room, at home, or somewhere, just learning how to do that has taken true ingenuity and patience. We must all admit and honor that. I think we also need to recognize the real personal struggles that many or all of you have had to confront because of the pandemic. I will not mention all the possible situations and effects, but keeping up with changing health protocols and testing, going into quarantine, even catching COVID have been things you may have had to deal with while managing your classes. You may have also had to take care of loved ones, friends, and classmates and get vaccinated. Just taking care of yourself and finding healing practices during an out of control health crisis in this country has been an important part of survival this year. And I simply want to praise you for that. While things have fortunately improved in the US, it unfortunately continues to ravage many other countries. I therefore encourage you to maintain an empathetic outlook as this global pandemic continues. And that's just the pandemic. As you know, there have been many other humanitarian crises over the past year involving politics, elections, racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, ableism, migration, climate change, and violent conflicts. I encourage you to see and feel all of these crises with a humanitarian spirit, and not only as things you may have had to personally confront. At the same time, I must admit that it has been difficult, to say the least, just to concentrate during these crises, and I honor your ability to do so. I would like to again ask you to remember to be kind to yourself as someone fighting for their education in times like these. I also encourage you to reflect on the ways that you may have found positives in all this, or even because of this. This might include greater fortitude, creativity, flexibility, the ability to let go of outcomes and expectations, the capacity for reflection and hope, and for valuing your health and healing, maybe even achieving a greater sense of presence and justice. I suspect that you have become more conscious and conscientious, and I encourage you to continue to increase your consciousness and empathy. In my classes this semester, seeing and hearing final project presentations, advising, and being on senior project and moderation boards this month, I have literally witnessed award-winning thinking, writing, expression, and creativity. You are proof that this can be done even in the most challenging of circumstances. I praise you for it. I respect you for it. And I ask that you do the same for yourself, for your classmates, and for the world. Congratulations. Now celebrate.
So for the last set of awards this evening, we will be honoring students with academic scholarships, prizes, and awards. These are for students from all class levels, and I want to second what Professor Rodriguez said, how very proud we are of all of your achievements this year. The first award is the Amicus Foundation Scholarship, awarded to a student in the field of economics.
The Amicus Foundation Scholar this year is Eli Shapiro.
The Hannah Arendt Scholarship is awarded to a worthy and qualified student.
Our Arendt Scholar is Ariel West. You're good. Take your time, man. You're good. We'll wait for you.
The Artinian Scholarship is given to talented students in the Division of the Arts.
We have two Artinian scholars. The first is Lillian Ben-Coyle. And the second is Seamus Hetty.
Artinian is another figure who is present in Mary McCarthy's novel, The Groves of Academe. He was, among other things, a fantastic antiquities collector and also of antiques, not antiquities, and also an expert on a person I don't think we read anymore, and the Guy de Maupassant, the French short story writer.
The Milton and Sally Avery Scholars are students in the arts.
There are many students in the arts, but tonight, tonight we recognize two of them. One is Brandon Hartley. And the other is Manny Williams.
We award John Bard scholarships, John Bard Scholar Prizes in all 4 divisions. So first, the arts.
We have 2 Bard Scholars in the arts. The first is Narain Darakananda. And the second is Taylor Nide.
Languages and
For those who don't know, John and Margaret Bard founded Bard College, and so these are the oldest awards in the college's history.
Languages and literature.
We also have 2 Bard Scholars in L&L, Lael Andari. And Isis Pinheiro.
In sciences, mathematics, and computing.
Also 2, Rachel Boyd. And Annie Espinoza. Leon.
Oh.
Oh,
Meet Annie.
I'm so used to people not showing up, I just put them away.
And the social studies division.
And in social studies, we have 3 John Bard Scholars. The first is Duhita Das. The second, whom we know is not here tonight, is Joel Pau, and the third is Talea.
The Andrew J. Bernstein Prize is given to a junior for the purpose of assisting the preparation of a senior project in psychology.
The Bernstein Prize winner is Isaiah McRoberts.
The Andrew J. Bernstein Class of '68 Memorial Scholar is a psychology major who demonstrates a deep commitment to the field.
The Bernstein Scholar is Emma Heffron.
The Heinz and Elizabeth Bertelsmann Scholar is a student with a serious interest in political studies.
Our Bartelsman Scholar is Pam Yarameo.
The Heinrich Blücher Prize is given to students who exemplify ideals of scholarship as those espoused by Dr. Blücher.
There are 2 Blücher Scholars this year. The first is Scout Ederson. Our other Blücher Prize winner is Rosie Levi. My advisee.
The Heinrich Blücher Scholar is a worthy and qualified student.
Our Blücher Scholar is Kent Zheng.
The book awards for excellence in language learning are awarded to one student from each of the languages taught at the college for effective language learning, growth, enthusiasm, commitment, and leadership in the classroom. Our first is in Arabic.
Raphael Lewis.
Chinese.
Madeline Chilton.
French.
Stella Scanlon.
German.
In German, we have 2 book awards. Bella Bergen and our other German book award goes to Guy Ballin.
Greek.
The book award in Greek goes to Rowan Swain.
Hebrew.
Aviv Porath.
Italian.
The Italian Book Award winner is Benjamin de Bishop. Benjamin de Bishop.
Japanese.
The Book Award for Japanese goes to Jade Ling Garstang.
Latin.
The Book Award for Excellence in Latin goes to Maggie Howe.
Russian.
The Russian Book Award prize winner is Jonah Roth.
And Spanish.
And our last book award in Spanish goes to Emma Kuntz.
The Borodin Scholar in Music and Science is an outstanding conservatory student who has also moderated into biology, chemistry, biochemistry, or physics in pursuit of music and science as exemplified by the great surgeon, chemist, and composer, Alexander Borodin.
The Borodin Scholar this year is Monica Zublitsky.
The John W. Boylan Scholar in Medicine and Science goes to a pre-medicine or science major who maintains an interest in literature or music.
Our Boylan Scholar this year is Claire Herzog.
The Irma Brandeis Prize is given to a third-year student whose senior project in literature, language, history, art history, philosophy, or the history of science is likely to be outstanding for broadness of vision and precision of thought.
We don't write these. The Brandeis Prize winner is Ken Zheng.
The Kenneth Bush Memorial Scholar in Mathematics is a junior who has demonstrated excellence in mathematics.
Our Bush Memorial Scholar is Julia Scheffler.
The Margaret Creel Written Arts Scholar is a student who receives an endowed scholarship established in the memory of Margaret Creel, awarded annually to an international woman undergraduate student in the program of written arts.
The Creel Scholar in the Written Arts is Aisha Sulejmani.
The Jennifer Day Memorial Prize is awarded to a student who has a history of academic achievement and who is in Russian language study this summer.
Our Jennifer Day Memorial Prize winner is Abigail Crosby.
The Alice Doyle Award is awarded to a student who shows outstanding potential in the field of environmental studies.
The Doyle Award goes to Ross Sunart.
The Naomi Bellinson Feldman Class of 53 Internship Award is given yearly to support a student internship, preferably related to music or social studies.
The Feldman Internship Award winner is Michaela Jennifer.
The William Frauenfelder Award is awarded to a student who excels in the study of one or more foreign languages.
Our Frauenfelder Award winner is Zachary Young.
The William Frauenfelder Translation Prize is given in recognition of literary translation of particularly high quality and attention to scholarship.
So the foreign language faculties this year decided that instead of recognizing a senior project, they would recognize the student publication sui generis. And so we invite the editors this year, Katie Drawbaugh, Isabel Spagnola, Isabella Thomas, Isaiah Pelser, and Zoe Allen to accept the award on behalf of this publication.
The Jean French Travel Award is given to a rising senior for travel in the service of their senior project.
The French Travel Award winner is Maya Frieden.
The Sarah Gelbert Prize in Mathematics is given to a student who produces outstanding work in mathematics.
Our Gelbert Prize winner is Raphael Walker.
The Eric Warren Goldman Class of 98 Scholar is a qualified and deserving student in the social studies.
Our Eric Warren Goldman Scholar is Hazel Carson.
The Harold Griffiths Class of 31 Award in Chemistry is awarded to a third-year student who demonstrates excellence in chemistry.
The Griffiths Award this year goes to Michelle Reynoso.
The Jacob Grossberg Studio Arts Scholar is a student who has moderated into the Studio Arts Department.
The Grossberg Scholar is Jamie Toomey.
The Hudsonia Prize is awarded to a...
Deirdre,
sorry.
in case you don't know, the red metal sculpture in front of Blum, that's by Jake Grossford.
Indeed. Yes. The Hudsonia Prize is awarded to a promising student in the field of environmental studies.
This year, the Hudsonia Prize recognizes Benjamin Harris.
The Warren Mills Hutchison Scholarship in Religion is awarded to a student who has demonstrated sustained interest in religious studies.
Our Hutchison Scholar this year is Isabel DeRoche.
The Anna Ittelman Prize for Choreography is awarded to dance students who have shown creativity and theatrical invention as choreographers or creators of other forms of performance art.
The Idleman Prize for Choreography goes to Sakina Bennett.
The Idleman Prize for Performance is awarded to a dance student who has shown on stage the expressiveness that this dancer has worked to develop.
The Idleman Prize for Performance goes to Catherine Skinner.
The Clinton R. and Harriet M. Jones Scholar is a qualified and deserving student in the Social Studies Division.
Our Clinton and Harriet Jones Scholar is Matthew Alvarado.
The Stanley Landsman Scholars are two students, a rising junior and a rising senior, majoring in the visual arts.
So our first Landesman Scholar is Atlas Hutchinson. And our second is Nicole Szymanski.
The Claire Leonard Scholar demonstrates excellence in the field of music.
Our Claire Leonard Scholar is Danielle Slowinski.
The Jamie Labar Research Prize facilitates the making of an ethnographic or documentary film or photographic series that combines anthropology and visual media.
Our Lubar Prize winner is Ariel West.
The Natalie Lunn Award honors the legacy of Natalie Lunn with 2 awards to pursue technical theater internships at a professional company.
So 2 Lund awardees. The first, Dimitri Adas-Laurent. And the second goes to Ella Baldwin.
The Arthur F. Martin Jr. Scholar is a qualified and deserving student in the Division of Sciences, Mathematics, and Computing.
Our Martin Scholar is Annie Espinoza.
The Bard College Jazz Studies Jeff Marks Award is awarded to music majors who have shown significant achievement in the development of their creative processes while bringing a positive and constructive energy to the Jazz Studies program.
The Jeff Marks Award for Jazz Studies goes to Michaela Jennifer.
The Larry McLeod Award in Jazz is awarded to a student who has done much to keep the sound of jazz going at Bard.
Our McLeod awardee is Lucas Hutzler.
The Emerald Rose Mackenzie Class of '52 Scholar is a woman committed to anthropology or sociology and gender studies, and who demonstrates a strong commitment to humanitarian ideals.
Our Rose Mackenzie Scholar this year is Victoria Amezcua.
The Milner's Canadian Scholar is a student of excellence in environmental and urban studies or in the social studies division.
Our Milner's Canadian Scholar is Albert Rosario Pichardo. Oh, Leon?
Why don't you go down? The Mary McCarthy Prize is awarded by competitive selection to a junior deemed the most promising and talented prose writer of the class.
Mary McCarthy Prize, no pressure at all. Lou Rosenblatt.
The Natural Philosophy Award is given to a student pursuing a substantial combination of studies in both the natural and social sciences, reflecting the spirit of a Renaissance education.
The Natural Philosophy Award this year goes to Kane Moser.
The Ertegun Scholars in Music are granted to students with a serious interest in jazz.
There are 3 Erdogan Scholars. The first is Vigil Brandon. The second is Matt Macari. And the third is Nandy Woodfork Bay.
The Paul J. Pacini Music Scholar is a student studying classical music.
Our Pacini Scholar this year is Hannah Suggs.
Paul J. Pacini Prize in Music is given to assist with expenses associated with recitals, performances, moderation or senior project.
Our Pacini Prize winner is Alice Baum.
Photography scholars. Photography scholars are talented and deserving students in photography.
We have many talented and deserving students in photography. Tonight we're going to recognize Riley Truchell, sorry Riley, and Matthew Zweigbaum.
The Photography Advisory Board Scholar Award is awarded to photography majors to cover the material costs associated with upper college photographic work.
We have 2 Photo Scholar Awards. The first goes to Hazel Dunning. And the second goes to Sid Merritt Brown.
The Presser Undergraduate Scholar Award is given for the senior year to an outstanding student majoring in music.
Our Presser Award winner is Caleb Carmen.
The Mark Perlia Memorial Scholar is a student who, in the judgment of the Division of Languages and Literature, best fulfills conditions of ability and character.
Our Perlia Scholar this year is Ruthie Baumbaum.
The Stanley and Elaine Reichel Science Scholar is an outstanding student in the sciences.
The Reichel Science Scholar is Monica Jublet-Belsky. Sorry, Monica. I got it here.
The Betsy Richards Memorial Scholar is a music major who demonstrates a strong interest in liberal arts.
Our Betsy Richards Memorial Scholar is Matt McCary.
The Robert Rockman Prize is awarded for excellence in literature and theater.
The Rockman Prize this year goes to Layla Perlman.
The David and Rosalie Rose Scholar is a student who demonstrates commitment to high ideals in scholarship in the field of economics.
Our David and Rosalie Rose Scholar is Jillian Atkins.
The Eustace and Karen Rosenberg Award is given to students who have shown intellectual leadership. This award supports research for senior projects in Middle Eastern or Jewish studies, or a combination of both.
There are 2 Rosenberg awardees this year. Ariella Katzman-Jacobson, and Aviv Porath.
The William F. Ruger Memorial Scholar is a student of the classics who demonstrates excellence in Greek or Latin.
Our Ruger Scholar is M. Setzer.
The Arwa Salih Prize in Middle Eastern Studies recognizes excellence in the field.
The prize winner is Abigail Toomey.
The Bill Sanders Memorial Prize is given to a student for appreciative, elegant, and insightful critical writing in English literature.
The Sanders Prize this year was won by Liam Mayo.
The Sirota Award in Computer Science is given to a computer science student who has shown promise and dedication in using technology to improve the human condition and to make a positive impact on society.
The Sirota Award in Computer Science goes to Henry Chang.
The Margaret Creel Schaefer Prize for Composition is awarded to music majors who have excelled as composers and demonstrated active participation in the music program.
The Creel Schaefer Prize for Composition, there are two winners. The first is Ayana Battle. And the second is Clay Hillenberg.
The Dr. Richard M. Siegel Memorial Prize in Music is given to a music major who has demonstrated academic excellence.
The Siegel Prize in Music goes to Hadley Parham.
The Dr. Richard M. Siegel Memorial Prize in Science is awarded in memory of Dr. Richard M. Siegel, class of 43, to a student majoring in science who demonstrates academic excellence.
The Siegel Memorial Prize in Science goes to Maddie Epstein.
The Cookie Heffernan Signet Scholar is a qualified and deserving student in the field of social studies.
Our Signet Scholar is Katerina Wahi.
The Stephen P. Snyder Scholar is a student who has shown excellence in academics and made a significant contribution to the life of the college and its community.
Our Snyder Scholar is Max Toth.
The Spadaccia Family Scholar in Literature goes to an outstanding upper college literature student.
Our Spadaccia Family Scholar is Avon Williams.
The C.T. Sottery Award is given to a junior for significant achievement in chemistry and for contributions to the life and work of the division.
Our Sottery awardee is Nathaniel Johnner Pagan.
The Adolf Sturmthal Memorial Prize is awarded for outstanding work in the field of economics.
The Sturmthal Prize winner is Tyler Emerson.
The Christina Tarsal Studio Arts Award is given to a junior or senior whose work exemplifies intellectual openness, humanism, and a passion for light and color.
The Tarsal Award for Studio Arts goes to Isaiah Schwartz.
Bernard Teeger Award in Labor, Community, and History is awarded for serious interest in communities or labor studies.
The Teeger awardee is Anna Shupak.
The Richard Teitelbaum Award in Electronic Music is given in memory of Richard Teitelbaum, a distinguished member of the Bard faculty and pioneer in the field of electronic music, to recognize a student majoring in music who's demonstrated creative excellence as an electronic musician.
The Teitelbaum Award in Electronic Music goes to Akoni Kamanoff.
The Carter Tobin Prize is awarded in recognition of creativity, versatility, and overall contribution to the work of theater and performance program.
The Carter Tobin Prize winner is Dimitri Adis Laurent.
We have a Carter Tobin Prize for Theater and Performance that is awarded in recognition of exceptional contributions to the theater and performance program, and I believe that will be shared by a few people.
There are 3 winners of this Carter Tobin Prize. The first is Morgan Barnes Whitehead. The second is Adrian Costa. And the third is Nat Curry.
The Beth M. Uffner Scholar is a student who has shown perseverance in facing the challenges of pursuing education and while displaying a serious interest in the arts.
Our Uffner Scholar this year is Alice Chavoir.
The Lindsay Watton III Memorial Essay Award is awarded to a student whose essay on topics in Russian and Eurasian studies demonstrates excellence and dedication in the field.
The Watson Memorial Essay Award winner is Michaela Angier.
The Lindsay Watton III Memorial Research Award in Russian and Eurasian Studies is awarded to a student whose senior project promises excellence in the field of Russian and Eurasian Studies.
This Watson Award was won by Maria Salazar Hernandez.
The Hilton Weiss Scholar is named in honor of a distinguished teacher, mentor, and friend. It's awarded to a moderated student in chemistry.
Our Hilton Weiss Scholar is Brian Palma Flores.
The Jonathan Weiss Class of '89 Scholars in Drama are theater and performance students who show promise for a career in the theater.
We've got two Weiss Scholars in drama, Emily Kaufman Bell and Faith Williams.
The Christopher Wise Class of '92 Award in Environmental Studies and Human Rights is an award to support a student's internship in environmental studies and/or human rights.
The Wise awardee is Michaela Lahote.
The Werner Wolf Scholar is a student who demonstrates excellence in the field of psychology or anthropology.
Our Wolf Scholar is Paxton Angel.
The Jane Fromm Yasenda Scholars in the Arts are students of painting whose work combine innovation with love of craft.
This year's Yasenda Scholar is Willie Gary.
The Suzanne Clements Zimmer Prize is awarded to a deserving and promising sophomore art major.
Our Zimmer Prize winner is Olivia McLeod.
Congratulations to all our award winners.
So, hang on. Don't go anywhere, y'all. The real reason we're here, and y'all know it, is because your staff speaker senior class is Lisa Benacasa.
Thank you all. Oh, that's a little bit high. Thank you all for inviting me out here. It is a great honor to be here in front of you all today. And definitely not what I was expecting when I heard, Lisa, I have to talk to you. To all the parents, guardians, family, and friends that are watching online, I want to say welcome and congratulations. And congratulations to all of you who won the awards. And although I recognized many of the names, some of them I know very well. Seniors, you did it. Yes, come on. What an interesting, especially these past 2 years we have had, huh? It's been a little crazy. A little interesting, very strange. I want to encourage all of you to write all of this down, because a year from now, months from now, we'll not remember all of this, and we'll have vague memories. And your children and your grandchildren will be reading about this in their history books. Don't let them learn all of this information and everything that's happened just from the books. Make sure they hear it from you. I want your feelings, your thoughts, your joys, your heartaches, not just about the pandemic, but also about college life and everything that you've gone through here. What an amazing time you guys are having. And on that note, I want to thank the COVID-19 response team for the efforts and that they have put in to make sure that all of you stay safe. And also I want to thank everybody that has made this possible for the rehearsal and for putting this program on tonight, and also the graduation. They did a great job in getting everything ready for you guys. I'm a little bit nervous than I thought I would be. Because I work in shipping and receiving, in case you didn't recognize me, out of my work clothes and out of the little cage. I have a very different relationship with a lot of the students that walk through my door. And although my goals are the same as those in the academia world, I get to go about mine just a little bit different, and mine are more about life lessons and not necessarily education per se. I never know when the students walk through my door what kind of day they've had or what kind of mood they might be in, whatever may happen, and I have about only 5 seconds to make some kind of an impact on your guys' day. I try to make it a positive one, because I don't know, and sometimes that's all you need to kind of get through the day. So I try to greet everyone with a warm smile. It's here now, remember this, because you won't see it behind the mask. And a warm hello, a bright, shiny, cheery. And somehow I'm hoping that it will make your day a little less stressful, especially for my zombies. I mean, my seniors, sorry. And I know that I speak for everybody here, as we've already heard, we are also very proud of you. Just these past 2 years, and not just the seniors, but for everybody, because this has been a very interesting time to come to school. Some of you I have had the pleasure to get to see in their freshman years and watch you grow and mature into these wonderful young adults that we have before us now. And I can't believe, where has this time gone? I mean, 4 years, I see some of these seniors come up and I go, really? That can't be right. But I guess it is. Each of you are wonderful and unique individuals that possess great qualities. You have your own thoughts, your own ideas, your own opinions, your own ways of doing things, and those are also very important because they have led to many different conversations that I've had either among my student workers or among you students as you come into my door. We have very interesting conversations, sometimes very deep conversations. And I want you to remember that it is very, very important to keep an open mind. As you talk to other people, don't judge them without getting to speak to them. You don't know what kind of shoes they've traveled in. Try to see their other side. There are two sides to every story. Make sure you hear all sides before you make any kind of judgment. I'm not nervous, I'm very cold. Communication is very important, not only as you graduate from Bard, but as you go home from summer. These are things that you will need to carry you through and to help you along. Use them well and make sure you also think for yourselves. That's very, very important. On my whiteboard, which I found out was also the topic of the senior class discussion, I try to put a lot of positive quotes on there for you guys. Kind of helps my 5 seconds last a little bit longer, possibly throughout the week or 2 weeks, depending upon how everybody takes these. And once I put them on, I try to post them on my Bard Instagram. I messed that up. My Bard Shipping and Receiving Instagram. Bard Shipping and Receiving Instagram post. Got that? I expect a lot of followers to be popping up soon. Sometimes we also post jokes or play games. Interaction's a good thing. I don't like playing games by myself. It doesn't work out very well. I'm a sore loser. And then I want you to make sure you seize the moment, whatever moment you have, because sometimes opportunities come only once in a lifetime. Like, for example, I get to speak in front of all these people and online. I've been waiting to do this for 4 years. That's how long I've been in shipping and receiving. Because guess what? Now I'm going to tell you and show you how to seize that moment. Make sure you pay attention and take note. These are very important steps I'm about to give you. First, come see me. Come pick up your packages before you leave. I don't want them on my shelf. Have you ever tried to calm a crying package? It's not fun. The next is I want you to go down to the post office and check your mailboxes. Yes, you all have mailboxes. Bet you didn't know that, did you? Make sure you leave a forwarding address with the post office. With me, it doesn't do any good. You gotta pay for your forwarding mail. I'm sorry, that's just how it works. If you're staying on campus, please let the post office know so they don't forward your mail, because they will. Make sure you cancel all your subscriptions Freshly will do you no good if you're in California and it's at Bard. And don't forget to change your online address. We all know this happens. I've even gotten phone calls from 5 years. Oh, I was there 5 years ago, but I forgot to change the address. Don't let this happen to you. But most of all, I want you to remember one thing. It is very, very important to mark your spot in time and enjoy the moment, because the moments slip by so quickly. May you all have an amazing summer, and for the seniors, go change the world. I'm now pleased to invite President Botstein back to the podium to conclude the ceremony.
I want to thank all of you who spoke, all of you who participated, and all of those of you who stayed for this very wonderful but very long evening. Let's hope we all have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you at Baccalaureate on Thursday and in commencement on Saturday for those who are seniors. Thank you and good night.